first time visiting my channel, please do like and subscribe. And today we're going to be making a version of this card that I've pulled together using the Lovely You suite of products. So the Lovely You stamp set is a cling stamp set with all these wonderful scripty fonts and these great little floral images. So it's a cling stamp set, and that stamp set coordinates with the Pick a Punch Lovely Labels Pick a Punch Punch. Okay, so if you buy the two together you save 10% on the combined price. So this punch is able to cut two styles of tag. One's a little bit more fancy than the other, in 3 different widths, so that's 1/2 inch, 3/4 and 1 inch. So really good versatile piece of kit that is. All the punches that Stampin Up produce are just fantastic quality. They have a clip on the back to release the mechanism, and they're really robust pieces of equipment. So that's that. Let's put that to one side. That's the stamp set, and this is what we're doing. So the colour combo that was used for this card was Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pear Pizzazz and Soft Seafoam. And I've worked with first and second generation ink to create this sort of background panel, and then layered with coordinating colours. And I really love these faceted, they're the faceted gems. These are the ones that come with the prized peony bundle and suite, and they are really lovely. And the clear ones really do just sort of blend in, but they just add that hint of something on the card. So that's what we're doing, but we're going to change the colourway. I'm going to make a version in blue, because who says leaves need to be blue, right? I'm going to keep that one over there. So did I just knock you? I'm so sorry. There we are. So I'm going to go with a balmy blue card base and Night of Navy layer. And what I've already got prepared is a bit of stamping surgery. So I've just got some scrap paper here, and I've got a smaller card layer than normal. So this card layer I've got on here is 3.5 inches wide by 5.25 high, so we get a bigger gap on the card base. It gives it a bit of a different look. And I've used these large post-it notes to mask off the centre portion here. So mine happens to be 2 inches wide. You can play about with this if you decide you want it a bit skinnier or a bit wider, or maybe you want to mask off the sides as well to make like more of a square in the middle or a rectangle or whatever. You can mess about with that, but you can use the same sort of theme that I have to create the card. So I already mounted some because of making the sample. Okay, so there's 3 different leaves that I've picked out from the set. You could pick various images, to be honest. I'm sure it'd work just as well in any of those. And the colours I'm going to use, if I scrub those, so we're going to start with Balmy Blue, we're going to move to Pacific Point, and then go into Night of Navy. And then the lightest shade, so the Soft Seafoam on the other one, I've picked out Smoky Slate to coordinate with this one, and that is just used at the end just to blend in at the background. Okay, so I hope that works out. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to start with Balmy Blue. Ink pad's open. And I'm going to have another scrap of paper, which I did have to hand. Where did it go? There it is. I've just got another scrap of paper just in front of me to do a bit of stamping off as well. And we'll go with this larger image first. And we're just going to build it up, bringing this image in from the edges. And like I say, we're going to use some second generation ink as well. So without re-inking, we're going to add that image on. So if you don't quite hit it, so that has picked up because I didn't hit the paper with that bit's transferred. It'll probably disappear in the wash when we start adding all the other bits and pieces on there. So re-inking, let's put this one here. And then put another faded one in here. Re-ink. So I'm trying to change the angle that I use as well. Stamping this one off. Let's go in this way on this one. And it's up to you how much or how little you wish to use. I think I might come in again over there. Don't worry about things not quite stamping correctly. It will all add to the effect and get blended in on the finished article anyway, so that's fine. And there are gaps, but we're adding 2 other images to the design, and those will disappear. So that's Balmy Blue done. Let's move on to Pacific Point. Really nice blue. Sort of a very nice sort of royal blue. I'm going to use this image for that. So again, we'll go get that inked up, and we'll put a full strength one in there. This is a really, really bright colour. Stamp off that first generation and maybe put that one in maybe there. So just changing the angles around so that we don't get things that look the same. Okay. And you kind of wonder whether it's all going to work, if you know what I mean. But, well, at least I did anyway. But it seemed to. I was quite happy with the end result once I was finished with it. At one point I thought with the green one when I was making it, I thought, oh dear, this isn't going to work out. I think I need something in this corner just to give a bit of balance, and I think we'll stamp it off. I was going to do that again because it didn't ink properly. I could see it on my stamp off sheet. I think I'm just going to peek one in there. And I think that will be fine now. Okay, so that's Pacific Point. And then we've got Night of Navy. Okay, that we're going to fill in some other gaps with. So sometimes I find with this, what I can see looking at my project and what I see down the camera are very different things. So I can see more clearly that there's a gap at the top here, which is a little distracting. So I think my first one of these is going to end up there, I think. Very, very strong colour. Night of Navy is just superb colour. Where do we want this full strength one? Do we want that? I think across that corner there maybe. Oh, it's a bit parallel with that one, but we'll go with it. I think we'll have something here as well. And then we'll have some stamped off ones, so I think we need something here. Then in this corner maybe. think another full strength one needs to just go into the bottom there. So it looks a bit like a bit of a mess at the moment, but you'd be surprised. I say, my original one, I thought, uh-oh, this doesn't look very good. But it came out okay in the end. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Leave it there. And then we're going to bring in our smoky slate ink. I've left, just leave that Night of Navy there for a sec, because we're going to need that for the sentiment. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the smoky slate and use a blending brush. This isn't a Stampin' Up product, but you'll find that these are widely available. I got a set of 5 from, you know, the one that the shop that everyone goes to. And I'm just going to add some colour around the edges. The middle's going to be covered with the sentiment, so I'm not too worried about blending in the centre. I just want those edges to look a bit more blended in. And again, probably doesn't look super fantastic right now. Like I say, it all seems to just come together at the last minute with this. So when you then peel away, you're going to get a nice clean line, hopefully, across your panels. Okay. And then, I don't know, it's something about just taking away that messy piece of paper, all of a sudden that seems to come to life. Just think it's awesome. Okay, I'm going to set it aside for a moment and put away the smoky slate. Just going to bring back in the Night of Navy just to stamp the sentiment onto a piece of cardstock I've already had cut down. It's a 1-inch strip of cardstock, and I've punched both ends with the picker label punch. So this is approximately, it started off at approximately 3 inches, and once you chop the ends you'll lose a bit of the from there, so just something to bear in mind when you're planning your project. So I'm just going to get that straight on my grid paper, and I've already lined up the stamp on the block, so I'm just going to position that somewhere in the middle of that, about there I reckon. Great, super, it's coming out well. And that's it for the ink. I'll set all those to one side. Move that messy grid paper out of the way. So now we can start constructing the card. So this is, like I say, it's going to go onto this Night of Navy layer, and again, you know, every step just makes it look better. It's magic. We'll use some Stampin' Seal. To get that adhered down. Ooh, that might run out in a moment. That's fine, it's very easy to change over. She says, thinking, where are my refills? Although we might not need it again actually, because the rest we're doing stuff with dimensionals, so just want a couple of bits on the back to secure some ribbon. This is the white ribbon that comes with the flowers for every season set. It's a really, really nice textured ribbon, like cotton. Nice. And we'll have about that much, which is about 12 inches. It just gives you plenty of room to tie your knot or whatever you're going to do. So in my case I'm going to do a knot. The one on the sample card turned out great. I was like, woo, fantastic. think knots would be easier than bows, but it just seems to be a little harder to. So I'm getting that even across the front, so the tails are even, so I can tie it at this end, and just securing that at the back with that seal that I've put on, just so it just doesn't wriggle on me really, to be honest. And then we'll do this. Now, can I remember how I did it? No, probably not. Tie a knot. And I think really my secret was trying to make sure that that first bit didn't come undone. Wrapping it through. Getting as tight as I could. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, excellent. Okay, managed to do it twice. It's not a fluke. Right. Because we've got dark cardstock, I'm going to use my black dimensionals. I'm going to cut the excess of that ribbon off when I've got it stuck together. I can see where I want it. I'm going to put plenty of these on to give it some support. The black dimensionals come in a combo pack, so you get minis and regular size in the same package. Do you get three? I think you get 2 sheets of each. Yeah, you do. 2 sheets of the regular size and 2 sheets of the minis. These work well with dark cardstock. It makes them disappear a bit. The white ones kind of show through. You know, when you're looking at a card from the side on the mantelpiece and you can see the workings of it, if you like. This so having the dark foam on the dark cardstock just reduces that a little bit. And I always bring my dimensional adhesive in from the edges as well, just to help with that same issue as well. Bringing the balmy blue card base there. Flip that over. Of course, you could have that knot on the other side. You can orientate that exactly how you like. The little blobs of glue just give just that moment or two of wriggle time before just giving those dimensionals a press into place. So you've got the best of both worlds there. You've got the grab of the dimensional, but you've got the wriggle room of the liquid adhesive. Okay, so that's firm enough. If that was on just liquid adhesive, it would still be a little bit on the movable side. The sentiment we're going to put on with some white dimensionals because it's going on a pale colour. I'm just using some of the edging strip there that gets left over, and I'm putting it sort of top and bottom so it will straddle the ribbon. Doesn't really like adhering to ribbon dimensionals. You really want like a wet glue for that. I could put some over the top, but this will be fine. And we'll position that on there. Let's give that a press. It'll lift a bit near the knot, but that looks cool to me. So I think I'm happy to cut these tails off now, and I want them to go beyond that stamped panel. I think it just sort of brings the card together. If you've got things outside, bringing the things in, which is also the theory with the embellishments. So, it does sound the back. Elegant Faceted Gems, that's the one, yeah. And you get 90, I think. Yeah, 90. So there's clear, there's petal pink, and then there's these white pearl ones. Can you see the pearl on that? Yeah, they're cute, aren't they? Really, really cute. I think we'll use the white ones on this card. I used the clear ones on the other one. So I'm just going to get the my Take You Pick tool. They are self-adhesive. And we'll have this one spilling into the white cardstock here, and then we'll have another couple almost sort of mirroring this angle that the ribbon has created to bring your eye into the centre of the design. And there we go. So it all comes together in the end. I bet you were thinking, gosh, she's gone crazy, why is she making that mess? But it's alright, I like to put things away, just give me one sec. Okay. If it doesn't happen now, it won't happen, so. Okay, the smoky slate really, I think is really nice in the background of that one. So there we are, 2 colour combinations. I think this would look good in purple as well. Very nice. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that project. Like I say, the stamp set was the Lovely You stamp set. Very, very versatile, lots of nice messages in there. As always, just in the description bar I'm going to link to the blog post which will list all the products for both colour combinations, and then I will put a direct shop link in for the stamp set, the pick-a-punch, the bun and the bundle. Okay, thank you very much for joining me today. Don't forget there's a great joining offer on at the moment as well, so also in the description there is a join my team link that you can find out more about joining. So you get 2 free stamp sets when you join in September. You'll get these 2, Queen Anne's Lace and So Much Love. So I've done some videos using these stamp sets. If you want to have a little look back, there's some ideas already available on my channel on how you can use those, and likewise on my blog Facebook page. And you also get a pack of rhinestones and some pre-cut cardstock to make some cards and get going straight away. Really good value, value added to your kit. Okay, so you can get started straight away. Thank you very much for joining me today.